Kawagarbo and Mount Kailash are two of the most sacred and mysterious mountains in Tibet. Both peaks remained unclimbed, not due to lack of skill or attempt by the climbers, but because of their profound religious and spiritual significance and the restrictions imposed to protect them. Kawagarbo is the highest peak in the Meili Shueshan, also known as the Meili Snow Mountain range of the Hengduan Mountains in Yunnan province of China, near the border with the Tibet Autonomous Region. It reaches an elevation of 6,740 meters or 22,113 feet. Mount Kailash, located in the far west of Tibet, stands at 6,638 meters or 21,778 feet and is part of the Trans-Himalaya range. Unlike other peaks in the Himalayas, Mount Kailash is not known for its sheer height but for its unique spiritual and cultural importance. Both Kawagarbo and Mount Kailash hold deep religious significance for multiple faiths, making them unique among the world's sacred mountains. Mount Kailash is revered by 4 major religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Pun, which is the indigenous shamanistic-like faith of Tibet. In Hindu mythology, Kailash is considered the adobe of Lord Shiva, the god of destruction and transformation who resides there in perpetual meditation. Buddhists regard it as the home of Demchok, Chakra Samvara, a powerful deity associated with supreme bliss, while Jains believe that it is the site where their first Tirthankara, Rishabha Deva, attained enlightenment, and followers of the Tibetan Pun faith believe that Mount Kailash is the seat of their founder, Dumpa Sherab. The mountain is believed the axis mundi, or the center of the world, connecting the earthly and spiritual realms. Kawagarbo is considered one of the most sacred mountains in Tibetan Buddhism and the indigenous Tibetan Pun religion. According to tradition, Kawagarbo is believed to be the home of a warrior god. Local Tibetan communities and Buddhist pilgrims revere Kawagarbo, considering it a place where the spiritual and physical worlds meet. Pilgrims frequently undertake a kora, a circumambulation of the mountain, as a form of meditation and devotion, seeking spiritual purification and merit. Both mountains are shrouded in legends. For instance, it is believed that attempting to climb either Mount Kailash or Kawagarbo is considered an affront to the gods and spirits who reside there. According to local lore, disturbing these sacred sites could bring natural calamities, misfortune, and spiritual repercussions. Despite their allure to climbers worldwide, neither Kawagarbo nor Mount Kailash has been climbed. The reasons are primarily cultural and religious, supplemented by governmental restrictions. The Chinese government, respecting the mountain's religious significance, has explicitly prohibited all mountaineering expeditions. In 1980, Reinhold Messner, one of the world's most renowned mountaineers, was granted permission by the Chinese government to climb Mount Kailash. However, after consultations with local religious leaders, Messner opted not to pursue this ascent, recognizing and respecting its sacred nature. Since then, the prohibition remains in place, ensuring that no one attempts the climb. Now, unlike Mount Kailash, Kawagarbo has been subjected to a few attempts at climbing. In 1991, an ill-fated Japanese team attempted to ascend Kawagarbo, a climb that ended in absolute tragedy. During their expedition, an avalanche struck, killing 17 climbers, including 11 Japanese and 6 Chinese mountaineers. The incident is considered one of the deadliest in the history of mountaineering in China and solidified the belief that the mountain should not be disturbed. Following the tragedy and out of respect for local beliefs, both the Chinese government and local Tibetan communities called for a moratorium on all climbs, which has remained in place since. And just as a added urban legend, a few years after the avalanche, locals around Kawagarbo found a diary belonging to one of the ill-fated Japanese team. And in this journal, one of the ill-fated team remarked that he was inside of a tent and snow was blowing all around and he was hearing voices, and that the entire team was full of fear. Process that information or that account however you will. I just wanted to put that out there. Mount Kailash and Kawagarbo remain two of the last great unclimbed peaks, not because of their technical difficulty, but due to the profound reverence they command among local communities and pilgrims. While many of the world's highest peaks have been scaled, these mountains stand as symbols of respect for the spiritual and cultural traditions of those who revere them. Their preservation as sacred, unclimbed peaks reflects a growing recognition of the need to not only respect the physical beauty of these landscapes, but also their spiritual significance. The story of these mountains serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting cultural and religious boundaries, as well as the need for humility in the face of nature's vastness. To conclude, Mount Kailash and Kawagarbo will likely remain unclimbed, not because they are impossible to scale, but because they stand as testaments to humanity's recognition of something beyond physical conquest, a spiritual and cultural reverence that transcends time and space. Thank you all so much for tuning back into Eclectic Explorations. As usual, I appreciate all your support, however you want to manifest it, whether it's buying me a coffee or buying something in the merch store, link below. I'll see you all next time.